Alex Jones Show, because there is a war on for your mind.
We're living on the edge.
All right. I tend to get a little boisterous here on air. And just analyzing myself during the break, I was thinking, why am I so upset? I don't feel fulfilled. I don't feel satisfied. I feel really angry at myself. We're changing the world. We're reaching tens of millions of people a week. I don't care about all that. I care about you. I care about myself. And if I care about myself, it means I care about you. We're all together. And there's so many people, I can't wake up to the fact that collectivism and big government and socialism doesn't work. Look at Venezuela. They're all flooding into neighboring countries and collapsing their economies right now. And just look at how Trump just wants to have fair taxes and low taxes for poor people. That'll immediately raise the economy. I'm not going to go into all the history of that or how Kennedy cut taxes to poor people by 50% and it doubled tax receipts the next year. It's so sad to see our free society dying and then to see, you think I get excited when we write an article exposing the Washington Post as lying about the power grid being cut off in the East Coast by the Russians? No, I'm sad that little old Alex Jones and his group of writers are the ones exposing it, and that the big, powerful newspapers are lying and governors are lying. It freaks me out. I got kids. I don't want a government that's evil. I don't want a government that's lying all the time. I don't want to fight the government. I'm sick of it. I don't want a government that funds radical jihadists in 11 countries to take over, and Obama, and all his weird anti-Americanism. I'm sick of it. I'm on a power trip that I realize that I want freedom. I want justice. I'm a good guy. It doesn't make me feel good about myself that I'm not Obama or Hillary. It scares me. Joe Celente of Trends Research is our guest, and he's been getting into all this and looking at the facets of it. All I can tell you is I feel guilty that I don't have words, Gerald, to come up with to describe how much peril we're in. And again, they call you fear porn, me fear porn. We've been right all along. We're warning people about what's bad so we avoid it. Like when you're going around a mountain curve, it says, hey, big curve coming up, slow down. We're doing that lovingly because we care. We've been proven right. And then this gaggle of crazy people that called us racist and everything else, now we're Russian agents. They just seem committed like kamikazes to trying to stop things. That's why I'm so concerned. What do you think?
Well, we all should be concerned of what they're doing. They'll try to discredit anybody that doesn't put out the message that they want. I'm going to read to you. This is the headline. When I tell you where this comes from, you're going to be shocked. The lying campaign on Russian hacking. On Thursday, U.S. President Barack Obama announced a series of measures targeting Russia, presented as retaliation for alleged cyber attacks carried out by the government of Vladimir Putin. The moves include the expulsion of 35 Russian diplomats and the imposition of economic sanctions against Russian intelligence agencies and officials. The media, led by the New York Times, praised the actions, with the Times declaring in the lead editorial that, quote, there should be no doubt about the correctness of President Obama's decision to retaliate against Russia for hacking American computers and trying to influence the 2016 presidential election. End quote. The U.S. media does not see fit to mention that the government making the accusations against Russia runs the world's largest hacking and cyber espionage program, the aim of which, according to documents released by Edward Snowden, is to collect or hack all data in the world under the slogan, collect it all, exploit it all. It goes on. This is from the World Socialist website.
Wow. Rolling Stone did a similar article, something about this Russian story stinks. And they just admit, they admit it's all fake.
This is from, think about who's doing this. And this is a World Socialist website that could see through the fraud of this government that we have that is destroying the future of we the people. And I really want to make this, we're going into the new year, and I call this a new year of joy and beauty. And I'm telling people, seize the opportunities.
Yeah, let's stop there before I let you launch. Let's talk about it. That's what I want to hear. What was 2016 emblematic? How would you define 2016? The Great Awakening, the death of the media, the birth of nationalism, rebirth, and then how would you define the positive and negative opportunities of the new year we're now in day one of?
Make it new, go for it. Play the Trump card. It's there for you to take. The only thing that's holding you back from the future is yourself. Trump has proved it in every single way. He has shown that you can. He played the election the way he wanted to. He broke all the rules. There are no rules. These rules are put in place so we, the people, won't have the freedom to think for ourselves.
They're put in place so we lose.
You got it. So they could control us. Listen, he also killed political correctness. Now that Obama's leaving office, I could finally say again, I could call a spade, and no one will call me racist.
So it's the year political correctness died. It's in fact, we can't.
You got it. So what I'm saying to people, look at the opportunities that are being presented. We've done a 180 in our economic forecasts when Trump got in. You know how they used to call me gloom and doom on the economy. Now we changed the whole thing.
In fact, when he got elected, you talked about Trump euphoria. They're panicking, trying to block it, though, raising interest rates. And we know it was artificially low. We were against that. It was only for the insiders. He wants it low now for the people. What do you make of them trying to raise them, admittedly trying to dampen the, quote, Trump euphoria?
They have to raise them at some point, and they're raising them at a time when there's when you saw when they raised them last year, the markets went into panic. This year they raised them with Trump coming in. What do we have? 17 record-breaking days. And
that's a big question, because we know big Wall Street's against Trump, but little Wall Street is actually overall is bigger than big Wall Street. What is Trump euphoria? It's so exciting.
The euphoria is, look what the people he brought in there. If I need negotiations going on in business, bring me a Wilbur Ross, a Mnuchin, or a Tillerson, because the tariff deals that we have stink. We used to have tariffs in place so they wouldn't be able to do like Nike does and other companies bring in slave labor-made goods and sell. That's
right. He brought in three superstars who've always pushed Americana.
Exactly, and these guys are billionaires. They're not doing it for if they do the work of we the people with their business sense. We could not have better people doing it if they do it for us. Because the reality is, since Bill Clinton gave us NAFTA, we've had, 22 years of negative trade deficit. And
that's why globalists are scared, because they know they've had one-sided deals selling off our wealth. They are horrified.
And go back and look what we have now. 98% of all the clothing that we wear is made overseas. And then people say, well, you can't bring manufacturing back. Hey, you ever been to Germany? About 24% of their GDP is manufacturing-based, and there are people that work in those manufacturing plants, and no, they're not run all by robots. Almost 25% of the GDP is manufacturing-based. They make what used to be called a living wage in America.
Sure, we should build a world that's pro-human. That's simple.
It's very simple. You have to put back in place what worked before. This isn't magic.
Wow. Why do you think they're so... I mean, looking at Trump, they are so panicked.
It's very simple. He destroyed the political system. You can go back. You don't even have to go back that far. You could go back to October 12th, less than a month before the election. The headlines in the paper, Ryan doesn't support Trump. They're fearing they're going to lose. Hillary Clinton soaring in the polls. He didn't care who supported him, who didn't support him. There is no political party. Who cares?
No, you're right. He called their hoax. We called it. We broke the trends. Come back. We're going to break this down. Listen, Trump smelled the whole thing, and it's happening everywhere. And I can't believe the elite still don't get it, Gerald. That's the thing. Even if they kill Trump, I've looked at the tea leaves. I've looked at every angle. That makes us bigger. I don't want him to die, but it's like they're so crazy. They don't get what losers they are. They don't get how no matter what path they take, they're done. We'll be back. Stay with us. Look, I'm not going to sit here and say, see, I told you so, that communist Chinese-style net censorship was coming to the web, because it's already here. It's being announced. The way you keep the internet open and free is you get involved more than ever. Go to Infowars.com/app. A new battleship in the fight. Infowars Live. Available right now. We're looking for a crew to man it. You gonna sit down and play games and be a trendy? Or are you gonna be part of history? Don't sit by and let the internet and free speech be stolen from you. Take action. For all of recorded history, civilizations around the world praised the health benefits of silver. At InfoWars Life, our mission is to bring you the highest quality, purest, cleanest, effective colloidal silver on the market today for the lowest price available. You don't have to be a doctor to know. The fall and winter months are the most dangerous time of year in North America when it comes to you and your family's health. InfoWarsLife.com is very excited to announce our biggest run yet of Silver Bullet colloidal silver, exclusively available at InfoWarsLife.com. Now, InfoWarsLife.com has taken colloidal silver to the next level using a cutting-edge technique that is free of toxic artificial additives. Now more than ever, it's important to stock up on high-quality Silver Bullet from InfoWarsLife.com and to help others during Christmas by teaching them about the powerful benefits of silver. Secure your Silver Bullet today at InfoWarsLife.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139.